What's going on, people? Giorgio Savides here, and slightly different layout than normal today in today's podcast because, as you might have realised from the title today is officially the 50th episode of the podcast, which I can't believe. This is absolute madness. I mean, when I started the podcast over a year ago, back in 2020, I did not think I'd be able to reach 50 episodes, let alone more than that, soon to come in the future, but it's been mad. I mean, I have learned so much and loved every single minute talking to some of the most incredible guests I could ever imagine for and ask for. And to every single guest that's taken the time out of their busy schedules and lives to come and talk to me and share their love, knowledge, fun, jokes, humour, amazing advice and the rest of it. Honestly, I have so much love for each and every single one of you, and I cannot thank you enough, so thank you. And also, before we get into the sponsor and the episode itself, just a few little amazing messages from some of the HHO family members who I absolutely love as well. I love the whole family, and yeah, just thank you so much. And then we're getting to the sponsor, the messages, the whole episode, which I hope everyone enjoys today. And also, before I forget as well, is to everyone that has shared, downloaded, viewed, liked, commented on the podcast so far, leaving me such amazing reviews and comments. These mean so much to me, more than you can ever imagine. So thank you all so much. Here's to the future. Here's to so many more episodes with even more incredible guests. And peace.
Cool. Okay. Good luck.
Isn't that a bad time to say I'm really scared of fire?
I'm
only kidding. That's fast, isn't it?
Oh, you did well to keep that going. Oh, yeah, yes. Oh,
Oh, I've lost one.
no, just use that and...
Come on. This is unbelievable.
Oh yeah!
Come on!
Happy 50th
anniversary
podcast! Yes, guys, Giorgio, congratulations on 50 podcasts. What an achievement.
Good job, mate.
50 podcasts, mate, absolutely insane. Like, from El Dorado, from first meeting you last year, absolutely insane project. Every time I see you, it's just so much fun. So you give so much energy into this project. So El Dorado last year was so surreal. Rise Festival, to go out like that, what a bang. And to think,
so good.
to look back now, knowing that was one of the last gigs, yeah, insane. And I can't wait for, I mean, hopefully this year, but maybe next year we'll do some more gigs and get out there and keep this podcast going, because it's been insane.
It's sick.
Yeah,
it's a coincidence, but we were the best podcast, weren't we? We were. It's voted by the public. We were the best one. But
nice.
Mate, honestly, so good. Cannot wait for more stuff. Like, it's so creative. It's so fun. Everyone, like, we're a big family. It's really nice to do it.
Yeah.
So let's just keep them coming. Keep the podcast. I heard that he's got some really big almost A-listers in the podcast.
A-lister. Oh,
like,
yes.
you know, well. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to this.
I've heard some really good things, so
nice.
This is
yeah, it's now just going out, you see. But there, we're going to blow it out, and we'll see you soon, Jojo, in person, and the whole family.
That's it.
See you soon. Ready? We'll blow it out in 3, 2, 1.
Nice.
Hey, congratulations to the podcast for 50 episodes. I can't believe we made it to 50. It doesn't feel that long since it all kicked off. This orchestra, honestly, is such an amazing thing to be part of. I honestly feel privileged to have met all the people involved and to be able to get to know you lot and perform with you lot. It's just brilliant. So it's so great that this podcast could kind of keep the spirit alive while all this stuff's going on. And you've made it to 50, which is just brilliant. So congratulations. Well done, Giorgio. Our amazing guests. Honestly, it's just great. So congratulations.
Congratulations on reaching 50 episodes, Giorgio. Hip Hop Orchestra, woo!
I just wanted to say a massive congratulations to the Hip Hop Orchestra and Giorgio for reaching 50 episodes of the podcast. That is incredible. So congratulations, guys.
What's going on, people? Giorgio Savides here, founder of the Hip Hop Orchestra, as well as the host of the Hip Hop Orchestra Presents podcast. and I got a really exciting announcement to finally make with everyone, is that we have our very first official sponsor for the podcast. Now, they are an amazing, amazing company called Eldon's Vault, who are extremely dedicated in bringing you the very best in officially licensed merchandise from pop culture. And when I mean the very best, I mean the very best. They provide things like keyrings, caps, t-shirts, to Funko Pops, to statues from all over, such as DC, Marvel, Disney, The Mandalorian, Harry Potter, music artists from all over the place, and they are ridiculously good. I've got a couple of things to show you on offer at the moment. This trust with their stuff is amazing. So t-shirts, like I mentioned, like the one I'm wearing right now, it's got Rocky right here, which I absolutely love. Or like I said, also got Funko Pops as well, 3.75 inches and 10 inches. I've got a couple of 10 inches right here for you. I've got Post Malone right here, and I've also got Biggie right here, who I absolutely love. These are so sick. Eldon's Vault, trust me, they are amazing. Now I'm going to leave the link below in the video right here, and also in the description below as well in all future videos from the podcast. But trust me, Eldon's Vault are amazing. Website is www.eldonsvault.co.uk. Get in touch with them now and start buying ASAP. But also, before I forget as well, I just want to say the biggest thank you to Eldon's Vault for sponsoring the podcast. It means the absolute world to me. Thank you. And trust me, get in touch with them right now. And I hope you enjoyed today's episode. And peace. Oh, there he is, Mr. Adam in the house. Yeah, Mr. Gold Jacket. You know what? I'm just recording now, just in case.
Oh, well, I mean, just in time.
Just in time, then. Thank God. I'm loving the Gold Jacket.
I can't miss a moment of this.
I know. Right, Mems, I still though. Hannah, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, I'm not too bad, thank you. I'm so excited for this. I'm so excited. God, I'm multitasking the place to be. God.
I'm like, how many people? We could have like 50 people on our 50th hit.
You know what?
Podcast.
That was the plan. But you know what? Yeah. As whoever can come in, I'm more than happy. And the memes, I still can't bloody hear, yo. Oh, 1 second.
Oh, yeah, memes.
Yo!
Oh, there he is. Yes, man.
All right, guys, is my drummer a bit loud?
Yeah.
Or can you hear that? Or is that
I can hear it. It's a funky drummer.
All right, let me move into another room. Hold on. Yeah. Look at this. Look at rehearsal. Look at the rehearsal stage, guys.
Oh my God.
Oh, sick. Where's that?
God.
What?
You're not at home in a bedroom. You're actually in a place that does music.
No.
Amazing.
Yeah. It's socially distanced, of course. It's for an upcoming gig with a kind of a Bollywood unit I've got, and now I'm in. Where am I? I'm in like some storage kitchen. Is the drummer still quite?
That's absolutely fine by me.
Yeah.
That is fine.
Sweet, maybe I'll go outside.
So you're doing a gig? I thought you mentioned a gig. What gig? Tell us about a gig. What's a gig?
A gig? What is a gig? What is a gig? A gig where we perform live. What are these things? Oh, now the lighting's terrible though. Let me just.
No, it's moody.
Like,
ooh, I like a bit of mood. Well, these people can wait. They can wait. Oh, I'm so happy.
There you go. That's it. Now,
there we go.
Is that light all right?
That's fine.
Yeah.
It's like to see your beautiful face. Can everyone hear me okay, though?
I've got you now.
Oh, perfect. Oh, yeah, boy. What?
So where we're rehearsing is like a venue/restaurant. And and the cats come for food. Look at a little cat.
Yes. Everywhere you
Oh,
go,
there's
there's a
another
cat.
one. Look.
Everywhere you go is a cat,
Do
especially.
you remember that last
if there's
podcast?
one
The
sitting right
last.
in front of you.
Yes.
What?
This is my man Eric, and Spike's
Yes,
actually
Eric.
asleep on it.
Actually, the only thing I got in my room I can show you, apart from Superman behind me, hold on, I've got a couple of bits. Hold on. In his reach. Hold on. Ugh. Yes, I can. In reach. Ugh. I got a couple of bowling pins. Don't ask me how I got them.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, how did you acquire these?
Naughty.
What's bowling?
God. I haven't been bowling in about 3 years now. 3. Oh, I just miss going out. I went out today for a little bit for the first time in months. But apart from that, and apart from work as well, it's been mental. How about you, Hannah? You been busy?
Nope.
Nope. Damn, man. What are you rehearsing? Is it the Indian stuff you're doing tonight, man?
Yeah. It's some Bollywood stuff for a singer called Salman Ali who's coming over. Yeah.
Sick one. Wicked.
I think I've said his name right.
I hope so.
The date's not been confirmed yet, but it's just kind of, this is the unit that's just learning the material and stuff. Yeah.
Ah, fair enough. Yeah, you see, it was quite difficult to do.
Yeah, it's tricky stuff. Like a lot of kind of stops, a lot of kind of you have like a lot of instrumental sections in these songs, and each section will have a different chord progression and stuff like that. And there's a lot of key changes and stuff, but it's all charted out.
Nice.
But it's still a lot to remember because like your chords are charted out, but is that cat going to get in? I'm going to get in trouble if that cat gets in. I'm going to get in freaking out. Like.
Hold on to the cat.
Hold on.
There's about 4 of them here. Look, there's about 4 of them. Look. Can you not see? Look how many of them.
Oh, Jesus.
What?
Thank God I'm recording that. Oh, Gabrielle, Jesus. They all love you, man. Everywhere you go, cats follow you.
No, it's because they think I'm going to give them food.
Oh, Jesus. I miss you. Well, mostly, actually, I miss you lot so badly, honestly. Miss you lots. Oh, by the way, Hannah, that video is amazing. The orchestra video you put out recently. Amazing. I loved it.
Oh, were you part of the thing on Parliament Square?
No, I think it was. But what was it? Was it not Infinity Orchestra? What was the one you put?
Orchestra.
Which you cut out there? What was it called?
Sorry, One Orchestra.
Oh, how was it? Was it good?
Yeah, it was cool. It was really, because we filmed it like on a beach though, so it was so windy, like absolutely.
Yeah, I can imagine. What beach was it at? What area?
Folkestone.
Oh, very nice. Was it quite? Did you film it quite recently or a while back?
It was in end of July.
Okay.
Right at the end of July, I think it was. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Filming on a beach in Folkestone right now definitely could be a bleak experience. That's not worth leaving lockdown for.
It's
No, I'm just shivering. The vibrato's got
Nikki.
a bit.
Hey.
How you doing,
Yo.
Nikki?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Hello.
By the way, happy birthday to your niece today, by the way, as well.
Thank you.
That's okay. How's it all going?
Good. Just got family around. I'm just going to see if my AirPods connect. Let me know if you can hear me, yeah?
No worries. I'm just recording it all just to make sure. Hold on a second. Who else? Well, I just got your text now, Nikki. That's cool.
So while George is texting, I have a question that I need to put out there because I need to absorb more good music. What is the singular bit of music that you guys have gone to in the last 8 months to like remind you of how much you love performing music or just being around other people that make music, that kind of vibe?
Ooh,
the tune that's made you thought like, I need live music back in my life again, even though it's recorded, obviously, because What's live music?
Well, a guy I mention all the time, HHO released a new tune over lockdown around July.
Really?
Called, he released a tune called "A Moment in Time," which is just a banger, and the music video is really cool as well. It's got some geezer like doing some killer dance moves to it as well.
Was that the guy, the jazz trio guy?
Yeah.
Yes.
The
I've been playing Pins and Kinsin to my 2.5-year-old, and they're like,
Jamie!
Hello, Adam. Oh, you've got
Jamie!
I'm scrolling down for you, my friend. Hello.
Oh, by the way, we've got a brand new girl coming in today, Jade. She's amazing, by the way, too.
I know Jade very well.
Jamie knows everyone.
I do know everyone.
I know. Jade.
Looking very professional in black and white.
Jade, how are you?
Oh, how are you? That's a wonderful jacket someone's wearing.
Adam.
Oh, Adam. Hi, Jade. How are you?
It only comes out hip hop.
Here. I know. What a lovely surprise.
What a small world it is.
It is a very small world. There you go.
Jamie knows everyone.
Jamie does know, but we just did the same thing just now. How are you doing, Jamie? I haven't seen you since December time.
No, just kind of not much really, just teaching and not much else really, to be honest.
You did play in Parliament Square the other day. Tell us about that.
I did play in Parliament Square, yes, I did do that. So yes, Kat came out of her building and filmed it. She was right where I was, so yeah, that was quite... I didn't know she worked there. But yes, there was 400 of us in Parliament Square trying to boost up the, freelance musicians, but yeah.
Do you know Lizzie Ball by chance, Jamie?
I do know Lizzie Ball.
Yeah, can I spoke to her? Yeah, can I spoke to her? I think a week or two for the podcast, and she was one of the main people there, like organising the whole thing. And she said it was amazing, like 400 people together. Obviously, we watched the video; it's unbelievable.
Yeah,
400 people.
That shoot. You're playing. Was it
Mars? Yeah, just Mars.
And it just sounds like the alien craft are going to land.
I know, it's quite epic with 400 of us doing it, everyone trying to be in time and everything. But no, it was amazing to do. So yeah, it's good. But yeah, I mean, apart from that, I've just done the odd online concert, but it's nothing really, to be honest, playing wise. So yeah, so it's good to be part of your podcast.
Thank you. Thank you. Big 50 already. Can't have been 50 episodes already now.
50.
I know, it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to your 30s and 40s, Giorgio? Just, youth has left you.
Putting in that work. That's what I'm doing. working. But oh my God. I released episode 29 2 weeks ago. So tomorrow, Sunday will be episode 30.
Oh.
Episode 50. Sorry, Jade?
Just storing them.
Mm-hmm. So every couple of weeks now, releasing them.
So you're 20 ahead of yourself. Mm-hmm. You are not a man who is not sleeping.
I was trying to figure out the numbers, but yeah.
Yeah,
because I thought, of course, you've done 50. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Well, actually got through 50. Okay, so you're planning this for an advance.
Got a library of podcasts.
I'm actually going to be 50 by the time the 50th comes out.
Yeah, I know.
I think I will as well.
Adam, it was meant to be your 40. When you're having a party, and I got your email. Sorry, I didn't respond. But yes, I'm there whenever it's.
There was a very cancelled, very big party that Georgia knows all about. Actually, we had some quite big plans. We still have quite big plans. It is not past tense.
Oh yes,
it's very much present tense. It's just a little way away. Yeah. There's going to be a hip hop, house, possibly drum and bass orchestra.
Yeah, of course.
Hybrid born. Yes. And I think you're all definitely going to have to be part of that. So there we go.
Hell yes. Epic shizzle my nizzle. I can't wait. I just miss people. I miss you lot. I always want to...
I know.
I miss hugging people.
Me too. The only person hugging is my parents and my brother sometimes if he lets me. That's it.
Yeah.
Apart from that, I just miss you lot so fucking bad. It's just so annoying. Damn flipping.
We should have met before the rule of 6 or while it was in the park.
Well, here's the thing. I'm like, I know I'm ever an optimist, but flash mobs can happen, as Jamie proves, with 400 people still maintaining.
They can happen, but although that needed a lot of approval to be able to protest in socially that couldn't just happen.
Did you have a permit?
Oh no, we needed permission to do that. We couldn't just turn up and do that. So, in a sense, flash mobbing, you could try, but the problem is you have to be socially distant. And also, if you're trying to just flash mob, I guess if it's not a protest, then it's illegal. If it's a protest, but it has to be registered. So, just flash mobbing it's not so easy because that took a lot of organising to just do that one event. So flash mobbing, normally, yes, we could just do it whenever. But I think if you wanted to actually do it, it's not so easy unless you get permission. Well, I don't know. You could. I'm sure nothing would happen, but you could get arrested.
What do you want to protest about, Giorgio? I think we need to find a theme.
Protest about me getting a girlfriend. Everything. Me getting into a relationship. That's my protest.
There are many social injustices. However, your lack of a girlfriend has got to count amongst one of them.
That has to count somewhere.
Yeah, you can put me on that club as well. Yeah. Put you on that one.
Hold on. Oh my God, what's going on? Oh, what the fuck? Cat. Sorry, I'm halfway through. My computer's going mad. Hold on, sorry. Bear with me for 2 seconds. I'm trying to put some music on in the background whilst we wait for a couple more people. I'm still recording just to make sure. Hey, quiet, you.
Look,
for God's sake. GGTQ.
Until the real stars Giorgio's been minglling with over the last few months arrive.
Yeah, exactly.
Music for you all to
for
just
Christ's sake.
It'll be funny. It'll be funny when he rejoins.
Yeah.
His face is just froze like that.
Yeah, like, hey, man.
Hey, man. Mem, what do you think?
We should all do a mem face while he's frozen. Everyone be like...
face, yeah. Mem for mem.
Oh, you know what? Let's get started. Oh, he's gone. Damn it. He's gone. Here we go. What's going on, people? Welcome to episode 50 of the Hip Hop Orchestra presents with the HHO Family. I am so happy right now. How is everyone doing?
Good. How are you, George?
Yeah, good.
Good. It's been a long time since I've seen some of you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Too long.
Way too long. Some almost think, you know what? Since it's almost been a year already.
Wow.
Man, I was watching some of the videos recently, actually. It's been almost a year since I've seen some of you. Even longer, actually. I don't think I've seen you, Hannah, since El Dorado, actually.
Yeah, like 18 months.
Wow.
Oh, that was what, July? I think that was July-ish?
Yeah.
July.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen Jamie since.
No, last year. I didn't do El Dorado, so no. I haven't seen you like ages. Really long time.
Really long time. How's everyone doing now?
Bearing up, I think. Just getting used to kind of these slight restrictions, kind of. I think just holding on to whatever work we have. I don't know, for me anyway. Just, I guess it's just a bit of teaching and then nice to do a few online little concert-y things, but yeah, not a lot going on. Miss the family, obviously, playing together, doing a little gig stuff. So,
how do you find it? I forgot to ask actually.
When we jump right back in, obviously. So
100%. I forgot to ask actually before podcast. How do you find the online concerts?
It's really I've done one solo one. It's really weird that you don't have any audience to react to you, but it's much more informal and relaxed, so it's good in a way, and it's kind of it's you can kind of and it's actually much easier to get to an audience which you normally wouldn't get to if you just did a concert. For me, anyway, because I'm doing mixture classical and singing and everything else, and so it's just nice to do different things as well, and do different things that you wouldn't normally get to do in maybe like a normal concert as well.
Yeah.
So it's good. I think it has. I think maybe like you can spend a lot on sound and stuff, but even that can have glitches. So I just keep it simple. It's like it's about just doing the music and letting people enjoy it. Really, to be honest. So
of course.
I think just giving people music for them to enjoy in their own, and they can just watch it anytime or watch it live, and it's just more accessible, really. So I think that's a good thing about doing online concerts.
Yeah.
Live ones anyway.
We need more live music.
I know, but it's hard to do. It's hard to do with groups, so that's the thing, because unless you've got an actual venue and you've got your social distance, it is much harder to do with groups. On your own, much easier. So unless you do what we've done and recorded stuff and then collate it and then put it out.
But that was literally the only time I picked up my viola for 5-6 months.
Yeah.
And getting to actually do a hip hop orchestra track, even it took me a good few takes as well. I can tell you that. But
no, it's great. The Beyonce
I literally dusted off my viola case. It was covered in dust. I was like, "This is sad. Oh god!" But then, that was joyous to see like mix all that together and get it out there for the last couple of
But you know what? The reactions we got from that, though, from all the tracks actually so far, the Black Panther one, Halo, the one that's coming out soon actually, which sounds amazing, by the way. Oh my god, especially that Halo one, people loved it. Gave me goosebumps. I wanted to cry actually when I was mixing it, as well. I can't lie. I wanted to cry. It was too emotional, the vocals, the strings, everything. I was like, oh my god, he's too nice.
My sister cried when I sent it to her.
Oh wow.
Oh, she actually cried. Did she?
I reckon there'll be some people who were El Dorado last year who just had a little fizzle of serotonin and then just in floods. I reckon there's a good few hundred of people like that.
I know. We actually got a lot. Talk about El Dorado. We actually got a lot of DMs actually after that saying, "Oh, please come back next year. Please come back next year. Are you coming next year? Are you coming next year?" It's like, I'm hoping so. I'm hoping so.
Like July the 1st, the festival. Are you serious? Really?
Yeah, because I tried applying for this year's one before obviously the COVID hit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Then obviously got a whole bunch of new people coming in, so they still love us. So we never know, but
hopefully for next year.
Fingers crossed. I mean, we're still saying that, actually. We've had a few offers recently for little events here and there, which I'm hopefully going to confirm with you lot soon. But before then, it's just had all our events got cancelled for this year. It's just so annoying.
Of course, it's just like with everything for everyone, really.
So, I'll talk about your Parliament Square performance, Sammy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So there was 400 of us. So they're all freelancers. So it was through Jessie and my friend Sophie Roper, that's how I got into it, the professional musicians, and they just started setting up this group. It was going to be just like 30 people, and then it built up into this mass. So many people wanted to get involved, but then obviously with that, then they were like, right, if we're going to do this protest, they have to get permissions from the police, and they have to put in the register that we were going to be protest, but with the risk assessment, and also making it COVID secure. That was the main thing. And also just they only did 90 seconds of Mars, just to represent we were only getting 20% of the grant. And also, to have a 2-minute silence represent 45% musicians who've fallen through the cracks and don't get anything at all. So I think it was just it was doing it for everyone that was there. But it was immense, there's 400 of us there, not knowing how it was going to be. But it was just over so quickly. But it was really good to do, and and I think it made quite a bit of an impact.
It did. It was literally
after
everywhere.
That, the arts were spoken about a lot, and obviously the SISS grant has been topped up from 20 to 40%, and I think there's a lot more that needs to be done, but I think it did bring out a message that we shouldn't be forgotten about.
Of course not. I think
we need support. So
big time.
So hopefully, there are protests going on this week, but I'm not around this week. But for ballet, for theatre, for lots of different arts as well. But I don't know, maybe you can get a kind of hip hop thing going, Giorgio, you know.
Definitely.
Kind of.
I spoke to Lizzie actually, and we spoke about doing that actually. So
There's
you
lots
never
of
know.
hip hop grime artists, and you know that you know are in the same boat. So actually, there maybe could be something in that field that you get together and do something. I don't know.
Yeah, because I spoke to Lizzie actually about that, about doing a hip hop version. She's down for that, so we'll see what happens with that next. But talk about the ballet one. Wasn't there one yesterday or the day before about dance?
Yeah, there was one. There literally yesterday. So obviously, it's all stems from the advert for Fatima, kind of, you know, the made up ballet dancer. But I mean,
we
you
totally
know,
missed the mark on that one.
Just to say that we should all be retraining and doing something else. It's like
that ad was from like a year or two ago, though.
Was
Oh,
it?
really?
Wow, that long ago?
It just.
Oh,
yeah.
Damn.
But they just brought it together. But someone still approved it from the Department of Culture.
It went through so many different levels and so many different hands, and it still got approved.
Yeah. Even if they used it last year, as someone who works in advertising full time, just echoing what Nikki said, people will have looked at it. They would have said, "Do you know what? We've got a new brief. This is what it's for." And then the creative people would have said, "Okay, well, are there any old creatives that we can use?" Someone would have said, "Oh yeah, we did this thing last year," and they'd have been like, "Oh, okay. Well, we can either spend £40,000 creating new assets for this campaign, or we can use the same stuff that we used last year." And someone made that decision to say, "Right, we're not going to create anything new. We'll just use the old stuff."
I know. But unfortunately, they just released it at. I mean, for them, whoever did that, they didn't expect. You know, this was going to create a huge backlash, but they decided to do it anyway. But I mean, I think now they're trying to not own up. I mean, trying to, oh no, we don't really approve of this, but they did approve of it at the time.
Of course, they approved it.
So, but I think no. I think we shouldn't have to retrain and, you know, go into other. But we need support, you know, and that's the main thing. Our voice needs to be heard. We all want to be performing, not just getting handouts. That's not the point, you know. We don't want to just be living on grants and things.
Sorry,
Jade.
I'm so sorry. I think particularly because everyone's relying on the arts to keep them sane during this whole thing, and then they go, "Oh no, but you're fine." No, you're all listening to music and reading books and watching films, and where do you think that comes from? It's just silly buggers.
It is. It's like they were saying, weren't they, that if it wasn't for the arts during lockdown, then you'll be screwed basically. Well, no, like you said, like no documentaries, no films, no arts, no music, no films, no nothing. If it wasn't for the arts, then what would you do? Especially during COVID now, when everyone's locked at home doing nothing all day. I mean, it wasn't for the arts.
And just the thing, you know, the original vibe of the hip hop orchestra was let's let people know that all kinds of musicians can come together and be part of a genre that wouldn't normally have orchestral instruments doing anything with it.
Oh,
and
I think just bring
the point that, like, message is about to happen. It's like everything contracts, and then arts is like the first thing to get screwed over.
That's what I mean.
You think, well, how, you know, that now more than ever, you've got to think, no, there is a need for like the diversity of the musicianship, the diversity of the sound, like the roots in from different genres and angles. Like everyone needs to be inspired that can still happen. But yeah, everything contracts and think is, you know, how's any bit of the industry gonna make it? And so yeah, I guess it's you got to double down, right? It's
of course you do, and it's like education as well, isn't it? I think the arts in school are not important enough now. I mean, myself and other colleagues have lost a lot of work within school now because of, well, not now, thank God, I'm so busy at the moment with work, thank God, like touch wood. But it's like previous work. I know a lot of people that have lost work within schools, education.
Well, I've lost like 2 days of teaching. I don't know when I'll be able to, if they'll even allow me to go back to that school. So since March, I've not taught. I was doing 3 days a week, you know, and I was building it up, you know.
Yeah.
But a lot of schools they're just using this now some of them as an excuse just not to have anyone visiting their school. Well, partly because they can't cope and they don't know how to, but partly because I think financially they're like, well, we don't need to have them in. So, and we're not going to put emphasis on music, peripatetic teaching and the arts. So they'll just leave it, you know.
Of course. So, it's so, and like that's what been a dream of mine for years, actually, to open up my own school. So watch this space.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? That's been always. I know it might be a crazy dream, but the crazy dreams are the best ones. And to open up my own school one day would be a dream of mine to do. A music. Can you imagine a music school, like a hip hop music school, maybe one day?
Like rock school, but like hip hop, like
that would be mental. That all of us coming in teaching all day. That'd be the best school ever. Can you imagine us like teaching in the school? That'd be the best.
Do you reckon like because and I'm not connected enough. God, I'm too old. I'm too old and too.
You're never too
lacking
old
in technology. But given like the number of emerging like kids who are emerging as artists because of having trained through YouTube, that's actually not like. Do you think that's a doable thing that you could actually a lot of that could be online, even just if it's in the next like year or. Like, I don't know how long we have to have to return to anything like a normal from before, but do you reckon there's like hope on that front that you could still school to some extent virtually if it's if you find the right route?
100%. I think if you're creative enough and got that work ethic, then anything's possible. I mean, that's what a lot of people are scared about is that work ethic. They have these brilliant ideas, but they don't want to work for it.
Well, you could just open up a school about your work ethic, and that's inspiring.
Thank you, sir.
Given your 20 podcast episodes ahead of real time.
Always planning ahead, sir.
Outworking us all.
I found that teaching online has been surprisingly okay. I've been surprised at how much I've actually been able to teach and how much most students, not the really little ones, but have actually been able to do all right.
They have. I mean,
same here. Definitely.
It's like, oh, yay! And actually, I've actually had a lot of students opt to keep lessons to remote because they think, well, we're doing the same progress. So, I just found it quite interesting that at the very least we're able to try and adapt in some vague way. As much as we can.
You teach 0 to 5-year-olds, don't you, Jade, as well? In the park?
I do baby. I do baby music sessions. So I teach privately piano and violin, but I do the only thing that I'm able to do at the minute, which is to perform for babies and their parents, because that's the only form of performance I can do at the moment. So that's nice. But
that's still brilliant, though. That's still amazing.
It's adorable. It does mean that They don't know if I play a bum note. Because they're entertained. So.
Okay, Nikki's shooting off. See you later, Nikki. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, Nikki. And Kat's coming in now. I'm going to send a brand new link in a minute because he's on about to run out in about 6 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there was unlimited before, but I'm going to send over a brand new link in about 5 minutes. So I just typed Nikki for no reason in the messenger. My bad. I know Kat's coming in now. In fact, you know what? I might stop the thing right now, send the brand new link right now, actually. So I'm going to stop right there and send the brand. No, I'll do it in 5 minutes. I'll let Kat come in first. Perhaps. Right. Is she coming?
I think she's there, but you can't see her.
Okay. Kat, can you hear me?
Hi. How are you guys doing?
I can't see you.
So I've just been in work. So I'm a bit late, and I'm now I've just left work, so I've not made it all the way home. But I was like, oh my god, I'm so late. I have to just join the podcast now, like on my way. So I'm not on video or anything. How are you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Yeah, really good. I've been so I've just been working really hard. I've been doing like this is really boring, but I've been doing like a job support scheme. I started a new role in my boring job at work. So I was like, actually, we're not going to do anything fun for a while. So I've been focusing on. I was like, I'll focus on my career for 5 minutes. And now I'm just working really long hours, and it's less fun, but it distracts me from pandemia.
Brilliant. How are you finding it?
It's good. I'm a bit tired. I would like to sleep a bit more, but that's mostly about the clocks going back and the fact that I drink too much at the weekend.
I think I'm going to start drinking soon as well now.
I know, because actually, Giorgio, I know that you're like always really working on your body, and that's great. But
yeah.
And I know it's good to like take care of yourself, but we do want you to just be more of a party animal. And I'm not saying that like drinking is fun and that we want to lead you astray, But drinking is fun, and I want to lead you astray.
You're a bad influence, Kat.
I know. Oh,
Yeah,
myself
100%.
and Kat have met up a couple of times, haven't we?
Yeah. And not a lot of it on purpose, a lot of it by chance, which I think is a really good sign, Johnny.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we just bumped into each other literally.
You know what? I'm going to send over everyone a brand new link. I'm about to run out. Yes, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to send everyone a brand new link, and then I'll be.
Okay.
Okay.
So, all right. So we're signing off this and starting a new link.
Exactly. It's about to run out now. So send a brand new link.
Fab.
No worries.
See you in a sec.
See you in a second.
Love you. Bye.
Love you too. Bye. Can always edit it after. It's all good. There we go. How are you doing though, Jade? You okay?
You're right there, Pickle. How are you?
I'm good,
You're
thank
right.
you. I'm good, thank you. Thank you.
Just plodding on.
Good. How's your work getting on?
Yeah, it's all right. This is the second week for my half term for any term work I had. So although my private teaching's carrying on because, I have nothing else to do. So I said, I'm still around, please. Yeah, no, all right, doing okay.
Good. Very good. Here we go. Part 2 of our podcast is coming on right now. We actually just saying, Jay, weren't we, about you're working on some arrangements now, weren't you, as well, some Halloween ones?
Yeah, I've done a silly Halloween one for a song my sister keeps pestering me about from a film that people love for Halloween. But as I said, I'm not going to say what it is, just in case people go, oh my God, that'll be great. And then it sounds pants.
You won't sound pants at all. Because I love the videos
you
put
might
out.
hear it.
Now, I forgot to ask you, actually, how long does it take you to actually put together a video like that? From like beginning to end, one of the parts out, performing as well, and then putting it out?
It depends on how long the song is. So with this particular song that I've done for the Halloween one, it was only 2.5 minute long track anyway. So it took me about a day to arrange it all, or to at least transcribe it and then arrange it. And then it took me another day to just record everything and tweak everything.
Yeah.
Just to do it. And now I think I'm happy with it, so I'm going to record the video. But as I say, I use the app, the a cappella app, so that does all the editing of the video for me. And then I'll put the better sound recording that I've done with my Focusrite thingy and edit that with the video. So it can take a few days, or it can take a few weeks. It depends on how long the song was. So the Lady Gaga one I did I think I started doing it and it took me about a few days to arrange, and it should have only taken me a few days to edit, but then I got distracted by life. So 3 months later, finally finished
3 months later, wow.
No, how long was it? Yeah, I think it was a few months ago previously that I started it, and I just kept getting distracted by stuff.
It happens. I saw your little your information on the video. It said a few months later, this is finally out now.
Oh, yeah.
Like, would you believe me? I put this out 3 months ago.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. I'll try and be better.
Nah, good. Is it difficult to do, like, say, one take and then do another take on top of it, and another one on top of that as well? Is it quite difficult to do?
I find it okay, but I don't know if part of that's down to I'm used to playing with a click, or being an orchestral like you guys. If you're used to kind of playing with other people and used to kind of listening out for certain things, and like I say, I make a click to go with a click track to play along to as well. So yeah, it should be because of the click track. It keeps me nice and in time.
Do you ever get?
Oh, sorry, Karen.
No, you go first. So I keep interrupting people all the time. I've got too many questions to ask. Sorry.
It's kind of hard not to go. Can I come? I do.
Yeah.
But I'd be lying if I said that I didn't. Part of my editing was tweak, like slightly moving a line. I was like, well, that note's slightly out. So it's beautifully in time. So
that's what I was asking, actually. Like, do you ever get that halfway through, like toward the end of the track, and think, oh, yeah, and you hit like a one bum note, and think, oh, I just ruined the whole track now.
It's so annoying. It's so annoying. But I'll do. I try not to kind of take from a previous bit and put it in.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just see. It depends how long it's taken me to put together. If ever you hear my arrangements and go, well, there's a weird note, you'll know it's because I was tired and bored.
Tired and bored.
I'm done. This
It's
taking too long. So.
You done that Poker Face, you done Toxic as well, you done, and a couple of other ones. What's been the most difficult one you had to work on, do you think? They're all brilliant. Now, what's been the most challenging one you would say to work on?
Thank you. I'd probably say Bad Romance. It's actually technically quite easy, but for some reason I'm having to listen quite hard to get a lot of little parts that were seemingly kind of unimportant, but they actually, without them in the arrangement, sounds quite plain, or they're kind of quite important in the actual. So it was just deciding, because there's so much going on in the song anyway. It was just trying to decide how much of these little bits I want to put in. So it took a lot of rewinding by a couple of seconds and listening again and rewinding. And I think that's been the trickiest so far. Although I say that, the Halloween one might prove to be a pain in the bum as well. So I'll let you know.
Is it all finished now, the Halloween one? Is it all finished now?
Yeah,
Halloween.
I haven't done a video for it. I've done all the recording for it, but I need to do the video. So I've got a few days. I'm aiming to release it on Halloween.
Nice.
So I've got a few days. I'll let you all know how it goes.
Please do. I can't wait. I'll share it as well. Can't wait. But how about you though, Hannah? About that your one orchestra video that you done? You said you filmed it at a beach. The video shoot. How was that? You said it was freezing as well.
No, in Folkestone, because it was really sunny, but obviously when you're on a beach, like, it's really windy. So that was a problem. Like, we were like absolutely freezing. But then I got home that night and like was really sunburnt, because actually, like, obviously the sun was in that whole day. I was freezing, but I got sunburnt. So.
Oh, damn. And how long ago did you actually record the track as well? Did you go to the studio to do that, or did you record it at home?
No, so I'm not playing on the track. That's not me playing.
I'll shut up then.
That was separate. Yeah, and then we just filmed it.
Nice. How long was the shoot as well for the day? Was it like an all-day thing or a few hours?
Really it was. Oh, I can't remember. We met at like North Greenwich, and then all went together. Socially distanced, obviously. Oh God, and we didn't get back till like 7 o'clock. Things like it was a full day shoot.
Wow. Kat, he's got a pint already.
I love it.
Kat.
Okay, yeah.
So
my work friends did it. So they were like, so I was leaving work, Leah, and then my work friends were like going to the pub, and they were like, you can just film it from the pub. So we're sat outside in the cold, and I was like, yes, I can totally film the podcast from here. And now I have a pint in my hand. Thanks, everyone. Thank you, everyone. I'd like to thank the Academy. I'd like to thank my supporters. I'd like to thank the foundation who supported me in purchasing this pint.
You got a pint of beer. I've got a pint of water. So cheers.
Oh, Georgia, but you're like living clean in a way that I never could.
I know I'm a clean boy.
Well done.
Thank you.
Lean and clean. I'm just I don't know, dirty and fat. I don't know, like bulky and alcoholic. Something.
I'm bulky and clean.
I think the fact that it doesn't rhyme means that it's not as good as being lean and clean.
Are you drunk already?
Never drunk.
No.
I'm never not drunk. I'm constantly hungover. I say that the last time I actually had a drink was at El Dorado last year. That was the last time I had a drink.
I mean, that was quite the drink. Like you, fell asleep in your potatoes. It was hilarious and beautiful and wonderful. And I wish you could be that drunk all the time.
No, I don't. Like
That's
you know what?
Special occasion.
It was a special occasion. Like all their stress was like, it's finally over. Have a little bit to drink. All I had was like one beer, and I was drunk. That's how much I don't drink. It's just I had one beer and I was gone. But most
Yeah,
of the
well, it
time,
will affect you if you just have the one drink. Yeah, of course.
I'm a cheap.
Like an alcoholic, because every now and then when you text, you go, "What you up to?" "Oh, I've got a drink," and they're like, "You're hitting myself with a wine." It's like every time, like, oh god, I think I'm an alcoholic.
It's like, everyone that knows me, I don't drink. I don't like smoke or drink and stuff. The only drink I drink is water, basically. Get my 2-3 liters in every day.
Nice.
Nah, but
Sensible
you know,
drink.
if you drink enough water, you will eventually get drunk because there's like 0.0000001% alcohol. But by the time you drink that much, you'll be
Like
drunk.
homeopathy, but for alcohol. If you've got enough of it, yeah. You might die, but you might get drunk eventually. You might die first, but you will eventually get drunk.
Well, I can get drunk after I die. Okay, that's the point. Just walking around like that on the street. Oh, but Kat, how you been though? Okay, she's blanking me. Kat.
Sorry, I'm like, I do that classic thing where you're like, I'm just slowly getting off mute. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
Good. Very good.
Yeah.
Good.
Miss you guys. I feel
Miss
like
you
life's been
too.
very different. I don't want to acknowledge that, like, pandemia, it's been sad, but I really don't want to, I don't want to acknowledge that, but I also want to tell you how I've been. But I don't want to be downbeat about it. I want to say upbeat. It's been different. I've missed playing. It's been hard to not play the violin. It's been difficult without Hip Hop Orchestra, but it's been okay.
Good.
It's been moderately fine. Yeah. Staying upbeat. I'm staying upbeat.
Good.
Is that too honest? I'm trying really hard to not be honest.
No,
I'm going to mute you now.
It's been fine. Yeah, mute me. No, it's
No,
good.
joking,
I'm really
joking.
good.
No, I'm glad you're keeping. But I'm glad you're keeping that beat, though.
I think I've been very lucky because I have my day job, and I'm very lucky to have my day job. And that's actually boring, and I hate it most of the time. I'm like, I hate my job. But during pandemia, I'm like, oh, I'd like to do more of my boring job, please. Because there's nothing else going on. Normally I'd be like, I'm busy, I've got orchestra, I've got hip hop orchestra, I've got gigs. I'm like, I can't talk to you, I've got places to be. I'm sorry, I can't go for work drinks, I'm busy. But no, I'm like, yes, can you give me work? Because I'd like to fill my hours. I've got 24 of them in a day.
And other Kat who just came in. How you doing?
Hey everyone. I'm good. I was gone and now I have reappeared with different lighting.
Oh, I like it though.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's just darker. So,
I know.
So the light from my laptop screen is illuminating my face.
But as long as I can see you, that's absolutely fine. But how's work getting on with you though? Still working?
It's good. Yeah, it's busy. So for anyone who doesn't know, I work in advertising. I basically come up with, I say basically, that makes it sound so like easy, like anyone could do it. I come up with creative ideas for billboard campaigns.
Oh, cool.
Is the kind of the easiest way of saying it. But the sorts of billboard campaigns I work on are digital, and the sort of ideas that I come up with use data.
Not hashtag Fatima.
Not hashtag Fatima. But if it was the sort of campaign that I did, then we could switch out that copy and we could change it and we could say, Fatima, you carry on doing ballet, Fatima. You continue because we value you.
Girl.
And we could say that. We could say that. But they didn't do the kind of campaign that I do. So yeah.
Have they completely changed for you in terms of like going from being out in the office to actually working from home now, or do you still go in?
Yeah. No. So this is my. I'll do a little
office now.
There's a wall. There's a bookshelf, and
nice.
there's my little chalkboard and my to-do list, and my scratch map that I need to scratch. No, I'm at home. I'm at home indefinitely. My boyfriend has been home as well. So we've both been home since like March, and I think he has been told the earliest he'll be back into the office is something like June or July next year.
What? Really?
Yeah, and we've just been told that we're working from home indefinitely. So if anyone needs to order office equipment, then they should, because I'm currently using a cardboard box lid to put my laptop on.
Really?
Oh my God, really?
So,
You don't have a desk table? God.
I've got a table in this room, and I'm on a desk, but just because otherwise you'd just be like see like here down.
Yeah, same with me actually. I'm using a toy box actually for my laptop boxing.
These are things we should talk about more, right?
I know. I'll show you. I think the episode that we done together was on the table, but this is the box I'm holding. My
Hey, you want to see mine? This is mine.
Oh, I like it.
Like snazzy little lid.
Little thing, isn't it? That I love that. Love
the lights have gone off.
Oh
I'm
no!
I'm using the desk my granddad made for me when I was 5. So
he made you.
Show you the little stool that came with it.
I love that. Go on, granddad. See, I wish I was like that. I wish I could make stuff like that, but I'm useless.
We make podcasts.
I can make podcasts. I can make people happy, but I can't actually physically make things. So I'm good at breaking things, though. I'm so clumsy when it comes to like everyday stuff. I'm so clumsy.
Good. Well, you can get someone to do those things. It's fine.
Yeah,
that's true. I pay someone else to do it for me. It's fine. But so you're busy then, Kat? Advertising, Kat,
So work's been busy, which is good. I feel like that's a complete opposite to whatever other Kat was saying.
Yeah.
I was on furlough and I went back in September. So this is officially my 2nd month back in the office.
Nice.
Office.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's all right. It's good. I'm the sort of person that needs a routine. I also need like hip hop orchestra and anything ad hoc, all the other creative things that I do to keep my brain sane.
Yeah.
So it's still like super difficult, not being able to like book stuff in and hang out with people and rehearse or, like, I think for me, it's with hip hop orchestra, there's a project, there's something you're working towards, and it's just great to know that there's loads of people and we're all working together and we've all got this like combined thing, and then we do rehearsals and then you have jokes at rehearsals and everyone's like having a bit of fun at the end or at the beginning, and then you get to like the day that you're doing whatever it is you're doing, and that again, that coming together with just like one joined up goal that everyone is just doing this thing, and it's just so much fun.
It's so much fun.
And I really miss that. Really miss that.
Can you believe it's been a year since we're actually rehearsing towards Rise Festival? It's actually almost a year, about this sort of time, weren't we? We were rehearsing towards Rise Festival. And then I got minded that we flew out on the 17th, before the 18th, and it came up on the 19th. But it's kind of these moments that we but we really badly missed now, like you just said. Just like you said, having that a joint thing to work towards, going out there, performing, having all that audience in front of me coming back. I mean, I can't believe how much I've actually missed that now as well. Mm-hmm. How long it's actually been since I've performed. I know, obviously, Jamie done the Parliament Square thing, which was amazing. We've done our little videos as well. Which I absolutely love it. I love the videos as well. There's so much fun to see. And the podcast is something I absolutely adore as well. But it's just something that I've said before, actually, the podcast is actually one of the best things I've done, actually. Just having that time to catch up with everyone all the time. It's been amazing. It's just so good to sit down like this, just catch up with people and just talk. It's been something that I love. And even though we're performing, we at least catch up and talk with each other. But I can't wait until next year, though, where we all just get together again and perform together as a family. I cannot wait for that to happen again. Cannot wait.
I'm ready. I'm ready. Like, whenever you need me.
Now, I always need you.
I'm coming. Let's go.
I love the Superman poetry, but I'm coming like that.
Yeah.
There he is. That's me. But Jamie, you talk about the Parliament Square thing. Do you know if there's anything else happening in terms of next performances?
Not as, I mean, there's a series of protests this week. I mean, I'm doing my own front room concert again from my living room. So I'm part of this group called Front Room Concert. So it's got 2,500 people on it now. But basically, professional musicians host their own concert, which would be great. I'm doing some violin and viola stuff, and then some singing again. And it's just all mixed of stuff, including singing a song in Bengali, which I've never done before. Which would be great for my mum and my family watching in Bangladesh. Bit of Spice Girls.
Oh, yeah.
Wonder.
When is
12th November? So I'll put it on Facebook. But yeah,
see there.
So it'll be a real mix of just classical, and then that's the thing, that's why I like hip hop, because it's trying to mix the elements, and that's what my gigs are about. Is just mixing everything, just not just one thing of, of just one particular type, but just bringing everything together. So I'm really looking forward to that. That's because if it weren't for that, I wouldn't really be practicing or doing anything at all at the moment. So it's just keeping projects like that to kind of keep me going. And I'm doing a chamber, like, again, a stream thing in December as well, in 12th of December. So it's Schubert Octet, which is a great kind of chamber classical work, which should be great to do, because it's over an hour long. So yeah, it's for 8 players. So that'll be great. So, but there's not, I mean, you just have to create your own performing opportunities. Otherwise there's nothing going on at all, really.
True.
So,
You know what? When you say an hour now, that just seems like crazy. Because I was thinking we were so used to doing before like an hour and a half sets. Like there's nothing.
Oh yeah, it's long. You see a concert for 2 hours, 2.5, but now an hour online is really long. Like,
it is.
I mean, 45 minutes is probably your max. I don't know why people just they switch off for online concerts. That's why I'm also doing lots of different things, because it's like keeping people entertained. Do you know what I mean? It's just because people like, for online concerts, they I don't know why their brains just switch off, and so you have to go with that and keep them kind of occupied, really, and keep them like kind of going, So, but so that's it's kind of exciting to do it, but you have to create your own opportunities, really, performing at the moment, because it's just not. There's hardly anything out there at all, and if there is, they're all snapped up by the freelancers on the circuit, the top ones who normally get all that work. So, so you just have to, wait around and see what you get, or create your own opportunities. So, there's still scope for you, Giorgio, to maybe create something of your own.
Oh, definitely. I'm literally always working on something. That's why I texted a group about a week or two ago about the current updates. I'm always literally working on something.
It's trying to actually make it. For you, it'd be just getting a venue and then just socially distancing everyone, so we would be, distance apart, because it can still happen. So it just needs planning and organisation, obviously. So but
I'm so busy with work as well at the moment now. I'm obviously working on orchestra all the time, and work. It's been absolutely ridiculously busy, which I'm so thankful for at the moment as well, because like you said, so many people have lost work now, so to actually have work, be packed out with work, is something I'm so thankful for.
Well, actually, loads of my friends are working in bars. A lot of my professionals, I know at least 10 or 20 are just working in bars at the moment, because they don't even have teaching, so they lost all their playing work. So literally the only work they can get is working in a bar or in a supermarket. It's it's become but they don't want to do it, but it's the only way they can afford to kind of live, really.
Of course, as long as you're working and doing something, doesn't matter what you do, as long as you've got a job and doing something. Like some people have lost their work, as long as you're actually working and doing something, then I think that's what's most important at the moment. And then when things do go back to normal as well, then we'll be ready to perform again, which we don't know when.
I hope so. Yeah.
Hopefully soon.
It will happen.
Of course it will.
It will happen. I've seen so much research at work, looking into advertising and looking at where we've previously been in recessions and how we've bounced back and how the economy's bounced back. And honestly, we're like this. We've had a dip now, but we're literally going to pick up and carry on going. So it's going to be shit. I don't know how long it's going to be shit for, but when we're back, it's not going to be like a slow, gradual, like everything is just going to go back to the way it was before. Eventually, we just don't know when that is.
I heard before that these kind of things last about 18 months or so. So we're looking, if that is true, then what, May, June time next year, until the thing eventually does hopefully got
like that. That'd be great, wouldn't it?
Yeah, perfect timing for summertime. So we're looking for hopefully summertime next year. But until then, as long as you're all healthy, doing what you can to keep going, then that's all that matters. Everyone seems really happy and healthy. So yes, boy.
Well, what is also nice, like as you found with the podcast, is you kind of have a bit more time to focus on your own things. You know, ways that you might not have had the time to do that before.
Yeah.
Which is nice. Like with myself and with my husband, we've been able to actually focus on or realise what we'd actually just like to do ourselves. Because as Jamie says, you just have to make your own opportunities, so you can actually think, well, what kind of thing do I want to do? And then I guess it means that we've actually been able to put the time in and put the focus on that, because you kind of have to in order to keep ticking along. So
of course,
that's a bonus, I suppose, out of all this madness.
Yeah, it's true. We're working on some more videos now at the moment, but this podcast actually opened up doors as well from a lot of amazing people and things as well, actually. So if those things come through as well, fingers crossed, then I think there are more opportunities. But as long as, like you said, just working on yourself, your craft, your health, whatever it might be, and then when we're ready to perform again, it'll be even more ready to perform. But do you find it more difficult? Do you not find it more difficult to practice now that we're in lockdown kind of again, or do you find it okay to kind of work on things?
Well,
you go, Jamie.
Oh, sorry. Well, no, I mean, it's all about time, really. And things though, during actual lockdown, I had loads of time to practice. Again, that's why I did my front room, because I had loads of time to practice. And then things opened up, and then it's like, oh, you go and just see people you haven't seen for ages, and it's kind of okay. But then now I feel like this restriction again, time has kind of started to build up again, because there's only so much you can do with these current restrictions, and who you can see and who you can't. And then, so in a way, it's been great then to utilize that time. So I think we all may have less or more time, but I guess if you have that more time, you just utilize it when you can. And I think, it's good to have projects that you can make up yourself, even if it's just putting out, right, I'm just going to have a video I put out on social media, just like, just because I want to, or just have something to aim towards, because then it really gives you a purpose of doing something, and it's just nice for people to actually like go, oh, that's really good. Oh, I'm going to share that with so-and-so, or do that, and that's really great. Or this has really uplifted my day by you doing this video. And that's the main thing. You're just touching other people's lives. And as you said, the arts just ensuring that people can, survive their lockdown. So I guess if we can, great stuff. But if you can make money for yourself and you can do PayPal donations and stuff and everything else, it can be quite easy to. So I think you can be very strategic about it, or it's just very enjoyable. But time for practice, I think if you have something to practice towards, then it makes it easier for you to then find the time to practice, I feel.
For sure. How about you, Jade? You about to say something there as well?
So I was essentially going to say something similar to Jamie. Just if I have something to actually practice towards or work towards, I find it easier. Whereas at the minute I've got a few different pieces on the go, because I just can't make up my mind which one I want to focus on, because I don't have anything that I need to play them for. Yeah. I don't have anything I have to prepare any of them for. So just like, play some of this today, I guess. Yeah. I need to be better, but yeah, I'm sure a lot of people, everyone else might go, well, Jade, you're rubbish. I'm sorry. I'm just a bit fickle. I can think, oh, today I want to play this concerto, or tomorrow I'm going to do this sonata. Or I get distracted by my arrangements. So a bit get distracted easily.
Fair enough. I was going to ask about discipline, actually, how you will be finding your discipline during this sort of time. Like, do you actually work on certain things at the same time? But I'm going to send one more brand new link. This is about to run out again. So I'll give me 1 more minute, and then we'll finish on the next sort of video, I think. So I'll give you 2 seconds if you want. Cool. Part 3. Here we go. Here we go. Let's do it. So we talked before we got cut off again. We talked about discipline, weren't we? So I'm going to start with Hannah. Actually, so how have you been finding discipline so far at home during lockdown?
Yeah, I think so at first, I think when we were in lockdown, in some ways it was quite hard at first, because all the motivation that you kind of had, oh, I've got to practice this or practice for that, just disappeared. But it's also kind of been nice, because then I've been able to just be like, oh, actually, I really need to work on this. Or oh, I'd actually really like to learn this piece. And then, I've had the time to do that. So I think, what Jade and Jamie were saying before, it's just about kind of, making your own opportunities and kind of finding the time for what you want to do, basically. That's all you can do. And obviously, you know, you have like the odd thing here and there, like every 3 months, whatever, to practice. And probably, I think it has been hard, and like it's just like adapting.
For sure. Oh my god. All right, can you still see me?
Yeah.
Oh, my thing just screwed up there for some reason. Oh, I can the video finish. That's why, my fault. Just ignore me. Sorry. But no, you mean though, it's finding that time to do what you need to do that day. And how about you, Jamie, as well? How have you finding the discipline at home? Same sort of thing.
Well, I mean, discipline for practicing, it's kind of, well, if I am in a practice routine, it's kind of okay, but I think it's the other things. So like, you know, I could go for like my daily walks and things like that. That's also really important to actually be out of the house. If I'm not working, I think if you've got work, that's fine. But then if you haven't on your days off, it's just making opportunities of like, so just being out of the house, like, you know, going on, because I live by the marshes and it's great. It's so big, Walthamstow Marsh and the Hackney Marshes, so much to kind of walk around and explore. So I do that quite a lot just to keep my brain kind of focused on or kind of relaxed during times when I'm not having to work or practice or perform. So if you're actually stuck indoors, I mean, luckily now we can go whenever we want in terms of doing, but when we were only allowed to go for one form of exercise a day, that was quite tough in a way, because like lots of people going and saying, you're just like, oh god, you're going for a walk where loads of people are there and like, oh my god, it's a bit like much. But yeah, I think it's other things like that, and just setting aside. But the great thing is about lockdown, it has made you prioritize and focus on what you need to really, whereas I think all our lives, especially musicians, is so chaotic. Before lockdown, I was literally gigging every day, teaching every day, had no time to stop or do anything. But now it's like, oh my god, I literally do have time to go, okay, what do I need to do? What do I need to focus on? Who do I actually need to see, and what things do I not need to really focus on? I think it's important to know what things you don't need to. I think if you want to be disciplined and focused, it's weeding out the things that you don't need to do or that you're procrastinating about. So it's about finding that balance, I think, really. So I think my answer is about focusing on the other things, like especially if you want to focus on discipline and practice on your playing and stuff, it's focusing on the other things that you're doing, keeping that healthy and balanced and in check, I think.
So true. How about you, Jade, as well?
Oh, well, yeah, just plod on. Yeah, every day's a blur. It's all just merging into one epic week. It's been okay. I find it easier if I have something to work towards. I find it a lot easier to focus. So my practice it is still happening, but it's just not quite as focused as it was before. But I am able to actually play the pieces I want. Not saying that I played the pieces that I didn't like before, but it was always with a purpose or with a theme for a very specific thing. So now I can, but unfortunately, as I said before, I've got like
a million and one things.
I like this, but I really like this. I want to play this. This will be great. So I'm a bit scattered with that, but at least I'm doing practice and keeping. That's
brilliant. Top of it. I mean, when it comes, you see, like work like 3 or 4 things at the same time. Do you kind of force yourself to focus on one thing at a time, or do you do like a bit of each when the moment comes? So like spur of the moment creativity comes up.
It will probably be so in terms of my violin or piano playing. It will probably be that one day or 1 week I'll focus on a particular piece or a particular movement or something, and then the next week I might vaguely go, oh yeah, I just remembered this. Like I say, I get distracted, kind of go, oh, I remember I was halfway through this piece as well. So I'll try and stay focused as much as I can on that one thing. And but yeah, at least it kind of, as long as my brain's still going and I still remember how to play and how to shift and and stuff like that, I think I feel generally okay about it. You know,
good.
I'm potentially doing a couple of concerts in December.
Amazing.
So I'll have to get which is nice because I actually have something to practice for. But otherwise, it's just a bit scatty.
Oh, fingers crossed that comes through for you. Are they Christmas shows or anything else?
Christmas, kind of Christmassy themed things. I think crumbs. What was it? I think it's like the Nutcracker. We're going to a very, very small version of the Nutcracker, kind of.
Oh, brilliant!
Potentially.
How many potential pieces if it goes through? Have they told you anything yet?
No, well, it's something that I'm organising with my piano trio. A couple of years ago, we started doing, because we used to, in the before times, we used to have a residency at Lauderdale House in Highgate. So once a month, we'd do a concert. And over the last, let's say 3 years ago, like 4 years ago, at Christmas time, we'd do a narrated concert. So we'd get a piece like a story that's like synonymous with Christmas time, like the Nutcracker or Swan Lake or something like that. And we'd play excerpts from the ballet or something whilst another person in the trio narrates whilst we're playing. And it's quite a nice kind of storytellery thing. So we're trying to do one of those again. But we used to do that every Christmas for the last few years. So we're trying to find somewhere where we can attempt to do it again. But it's quite nice, just something a bit different. So
nice. Oh, good luck with it all, though. Good luck.
Thank you.
A pleasure. And Kat, last but not least, as well. How about you?
I need forced routine.
Yeah.
I wish that I could be disciplined by myself, but I need like a parental figure or something. I need my mom to be like, this is when you'll get up, this is when you'll eat, this is what you'll eat, this is when you'll do all these different things. So
you need me.
I have definitely felt and especially with that being social, I feel like there have been times throughout the kind of lockdown where I've lost all sense of creativity. And I've actually found that through listening to some podcasts, like music podcasts, and spending a bit more time in my car, weirdly, I've re-found some of that creativity that I lost. And then, as I said before, going back to work full time, but working from home, has forced me to get back into that kind of mommy type routine of I have to get up at this time, so if I want to work out I have to be up this time before so that I've got time to shower and eat and then start work, and that's given me more structure that I need. But honestly, the last time I actually sang anything properly was probably, if it counts, in my car on the M25.
That counts. Yeah, that counts.
Great. That was like a month ago. There we go.
A month ago. Wow.
It's a long time. I'm like itching for, I guess, to perform.
Yeah.
And I'm in awe with the ideas of singing on Facebook or YouTube or TikTok or just something. And I probably should just like pull my finger out and do it. My sister, she sings as well. She's just started a master's in musical theatre.
Wow.
And she picked, I think there's a musical theatre challenge where you sing or perform 10 musicals. And she started that as well.
Amazing.
Just because she was trying to find something to like force her to get back into the habit of performing. So I think as a singer, it's difficult. I feel like I don't have quite as much guilt because I'm not seeing a physical instrument sitting somewhere. Like Adam said earlier, getting dusty.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been hard and I want to do better. So yeah.
Well, I'll be your personal trainer then, your life coach.
What have you sung today?
What should text you tomorrow morning? See, what have you sung today, Kat? Huh? What's your plan today, huh?
The worst thing is there's a keyboard over there. There's loads of equipment in this room. I don't have an excuse.
Damn.
But you lay down in the middle of your room and then you'll get the guilt that instrumentalists get if you just there. Just have your microphone just next to your laptop. Just go.
That's a really good point, actually. I can see one from here.
You're going to cover it up now, aren't you, with a cloth or something?
No, I'm going to grab it.
I've got my one, as you can see, right next to me here in my studio downstairs here.
Yeah.
There you go. That's why I got one upstairs as well. In fact, I got one in every room, pretty much every floor of my house, here upstairs and in my room as well. So I can't not see a keyboard. I have to do something with it. But you know,
there you go. It's not on. It's not connected to anything, and it actually does have a little bit of dust on it.
Oh, where is the necklace?
Good, right? Like really big earring.
Cat butcher. Cat butcher.
Yeah.
Cat butcher. Yeah.
Cat butcher. Oh, good old Pat. But talk about something that I always have to ask people as well during the podcast that I think is really important is how you've all been finding things lately, like your mental, your health and stuff. It's been okay. Like kind of back to front again. So start with you, Kat. Though, you're working as well. How have you been finding things though in general? Though, you've been okay.
I'm fine. I'm still fine. I feel like every time we speak, I rarely have anything good to say from like a family health perspective. I don't want to make things dark or sad. I've lost quite a few people this year. And there's people in my family that I've lost. Currently, my brother today just got admitted into hospital. He's got COVID. So it just continues. It just continues, and I cannot wait for all of this to be over. And I just hope that this thing just stops taking lives and stops destroying families and stops stealing people's incomes and livelihoods, because I think we're all just pretty sick of it.
We are.
Yeah. I'm in good health, thankfully. But yeah, it's challenging mentally when you feel like you have to stay strong because of everything else that's going on around. And I'm really lucky. I've got such a supportive partner, and my job is my boss is really open and flexible, and really supportive as well. So I've got a really, really good support network around me. I'm just ready for it to be over.
Me too. I just hopefully I'll probably get soon ASAP as well, though. Honestly,
thank you.
Fingers crossed. How about you, Jade, as well? How have you been getting on with things, though, in general?
Generally okay. You know, I have you have your days where you just go. It's just, I guess it's just for me, it's just kind of recognizing the signs of if you kind of feel, because I'm quite a kind of happy chipper person anyway, so therefore it can get missed. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
Makes sense. Yeah, kind of. So I think because like in the before times, if there were kind of, if you have bouts of sadness or anxiety or anything, I just kind of push on and kind of, but also as a musician doing what we do, you kind of put a bit of a front on in a sense, because you just want to do the job, enjoy yourself, make friends, get on with people, and you can, if you're not careful, these things can be missed, you know. So I think particularly in the past 6-7 months, where we've been so reliant on having to try and adapt, and for me, I'm just trying to get to grips with how to make social media work for myself as a musician, you know, where like Facebook, and so I'm sure it's the same for you guys. Facebook and such kind of came when I was already in the middle of my degree, so I'm like, oh well, I'm old, but my two younger sisters, they're really great at it, but but when you do that, you feel like, or at least I feel like, you have to still put a facade of everything's fine, I'm just making it work, you know. So I think it's just, as long as we talk to people and keep yourselves grounded and talk to other people and just have really real conversations, I suppose that's
Definitely.
how we muddle on, you know.
Definitely.
If any of that waffle.
No, it makes complete sense, because I realised as well that I've mentioned this before in the podcast actually, that just talking to people just on a grounded level or during the podcast really helps people. Just to talk to, even if it's like 10, 20 minutes, half an hour. I mean, my last episode we did, we spoke for an hour and a half, just non-stop. We just flowed so nicely, and afterwards, we both just felt like a huge weight was lifted off our shoulders. I got things off our chest as well. And a lot of people just thank me after, saying thank you just for taking the time to talk to me and listen to me. And I feel so much better now. I think that's what everyone needs, just that little conversation, don't they? Just to get things off their chest and talk and have someone listen to them as well.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. I think it's, even if you just talk about nothing, just...
No, that nothing can help now. Yeah. But how about you, Jamie, as well?
Well, I mean, again, same with, I think, what Jade was kind of touching upon. As musicians, we put up a real front about, I think, so pre-COVID again, it would be like, if there was anything, be like, no, I'm absolutely fine. Like, just carry on with, and, and again, I feel like I'm kind of, because I'm normally quite happy, kind of bubbly kind of guy. Again, things can kind of be missed, but now more so, I think, been bit more open about talking when things haven't gone so well, but I think just have opportunities to actually just speak, which is what Zoom has been great for, because that has happened a lot more. And I think you doing the podcast, I think it's a great way of actually keeping us all in check, and two, just talking about things that aren't always so great, and just even just having a little rant about anything, really.
Yeah, do it.
We always like to have a good rant, don't we? Get it off, and then it's like, oh my God, why are we so upset about that? But actually, it's those things that I think we're doing more during these times, which I think is good for our mental health. So
of course it is.
I think so. It's just about actually talking and being able to speak, to your friends or whatever, and just like, and actually people accepting and wanting to listen to you and go, oh, it's okay. Like, yeah, I'm here to listen, but you're not, don't dismiss it. It's kind of like accept it, but then you can kind of work through it in a constructive way. So I think there are more issues, I think that can build up, but I think there is more scope to talk about it a lot more. And I think that's good in a way. So yeah.
A bit more open about it all, thankfully.
Yeah.
There's still stigma, but there's less stigma.
I was about to say that, yeah. It was true about that stigma, that taboo as well, about people being kind of, in a way, kind of embarrassed to talk about things that they might...
to talk about things because of how, again, as musicians, people, for me anyway, there's always the worry of, but what if people judge me?
Yeah, it's true that I've got to that point in my life where I don't care anymore. Like, if it helps me, then what's that?
What's the point where you just don't care?
I don't care. It's true. Like, I think that's what people get worried about, is they get so worried about what other people think about them that it affects them big time. And
I think also as musicians generally, I think it's the idea of demanding perfection of yourself. Like, if I know that if I've sang something, like, I can hear myself if there's even a slight, not even like an off note, if there's anything that just isn't absolutely perfect, I would be like, no, it's terrible, it's the worst thing ever, no one could hear it, it's awful. Whereas I just think that in the industries or in the things that people do, that, as you said, they're doing it for themselves. But I think for some reason musicians, maybe it's, it comes from, like, I grew up playing piano and French horn, and maybe it comes from, there's notes and there's a score, and maybe it's that idea that you either hit it or you don't. I don't know, but I do think that, we're always trying to, like, strive for perfection.
It's true. And that kind of plays a big thing about us, doesn't it? About our mental health as well. Like you said, when you hear like something that's been slightly off, that just annoys you, because you can have the most perfect performance, say, but have one split second where you can go slightly off and think, I just ruined the whole performance now. Great. I just ruined it. I mean, that can come the same where I put so much pressure on myself to make sure things are perfect, that it plays a big part of me, like, going mad in the end. But I've got to that point now where just have fun with it. Have fun with yourself. Be yourself as well.
Like you.
Yeah, I think, yeah. You know what? You know what it was? The minute I reached 30, or 2 years ago, do the maths, is it feels like everything. Good maths, 30 plus 2. But I feel like everything just clicked in place. And that sounds weird, but the minute I turned 30, I think, you know what? I'm me. This is me. I don't give a fuck what people think about me. This is me. I'm happy. I'm a bit weird sometimes. I don't care. I drink water to the beer. I work out all the time. I love reading. I love podcasts. I love you lot. I don't care what people think about me. And you know what? That just takes off so much pressure as well. I think a lot of people are thinking about things.
Yeah.
How'd you do that?
Oh God, it's the reactions.
Yeah.
But I haven't. Do you know? I've never used it. They need to expand it, don't they? To like have lots of different reactions.
For my students, they love it. But yes, good.
This is amazing. How long does it stay there for? I'm so sorry.
5 seconds.
Oh my God, it's the first time we discovered it. Yeah.
I keep thinking how big my hands are. I mean, look at that. Takes up all my screen. It's giant.
Excellent.
There we go.
Wait. My hand's too big.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I was just like, oh my God, what have you done? How?
Oh my God. Oh, but how about you though, Hannah, as well? How have you been getting on with everything though in general?
Yeah, like I think like what everyone says as well, like about the perfectionist thing. I think something that's come up more like is doing like recordings and things like that. And obviously, like I've done recordings before, but normally like you're in a studio and someone else is like, oh yeah, that's a good take, like that's good. Like whereas when you're doing them at home, you're the one that's like watching and
listening to it back, yeah.
Be like, oh, I'm gonna send this, and you're like, oh no, that's that one night, or like, and I think that is really hard because you have to kind of not get obviously like it's just I think it is a I don't think that's just a musician thing. I think it's just anyone in the arts like
thing, yeah.
Such a perfectionist, and I think that's been really hard. But yeah, like I think from my personal thing with the COVID as well, like me and my boyfriend were in like a little 1-bedroom flat, and I think we felt sometimes quite isolated in there because you're suddenly like you're not going out every day to do concerts and teaching. It's all just in one place. So like for us, it was also a financial impact, and I think financially like that definitely has a big impact obviously on people's mental health as well. Like you're suddenly going from knowing where your income's going to come from to suddenly like it disappearing completely. So then that was hard, and then we made the decision with us to go and move to his parents' house in Liverpool, which is where I am now.
Liverpool.
So we're at tier 3, which is fun.
Yes.
My families are all from Manchester, so they're all in tier 3 as well. So it's been difficult, but I think it's just trying to keep positive and just always try and literally look on like the bright side of things. And I think
you have to.
If you start thinking negative, I think you just have to always think, oh, something will happen eventually, and you don't know when, but it will get back to normal eventually. And I think that's the only thing you can do is just look at the positive all the time.
You have to. And to think that we're reaching November time now as well already. I mean, it's gone so quick.
Yeah.
With Christmas time, yay.
But have you noticed there's not been any like piped out Christmas music and like
you know what?
It's like, oh my God, it's like as though people are like forgetting that Christmas is about to happen. Normally by this time it'd just be piping out everywhere. Like, oh my God, it's still Christmas. No one's mentioning it. It's like everyone's scared to mention about Christmas in case it doesn't happen. It's like,
I know.
You wait, Jamie. You wait. When it gets to December 1st, my entire home is going to be covered in like decorations and like hanging.
But maybe this is more ideal because normally I'm like, but I'm just like, oh my God, no one's mentioned Christmas. Even I'm like,
I think maybe because there's no Christmas gigs as well.
Yeah.
I feel like usually I've heard about Christmas
there's no
gigs,
Christmas gigs
shows from like July, August, especially if they're things you want to book in as early as possible.
Also, I guess if you're not out and about as much, you don't see the Christmas stuff up. Whereas actually, I get quite excited that there's just the mince pie aisle because I love Christmas. But I know plenty of people are just like, no, it's too early. It's not been Halloween yet.
It's never been too early to have Christmas mince pies ever.
Confession. Hang on.
But you know what, Jamie? Just for you, Jamie.
Oh,
just for you.
This is terrible. I'm so sorry. They have these ages ago. It's an empty packet because we already ate them. They had them in, where are these from? They're from Aldi.
Oh,
they had them in Aldi like a month ago. So I was like,
salted caramel ones as well.
I was like, I need
salted caramel
something.
mince pies.
I was like, I need something good in my life. I need good news. I need to release endorphins and make myself happy.
Let's get Christmas back on the market. You know, just kind of fulfill our kind of like lives again. You know.
It's true.
Hey, Percy Pig mince pies.
Yes, I've heard about these. These are meant to be
really.
Yes. Yeah, I've heard about this. Is like a special thing. It's like
Percy Pig mince pies.
Yeah, I heard about this. I was like, what? I was like, yeah.
Okay, it needs a Google.
Is it Marks and Spencer's, isn't it? No, who is it? I
Marks and Spencer's.
I'm gonna have to. I don't have.
I love Percy Pigs.
So you know they're not just any kind of Percy Pig mince pies. They are M&S. Percy Pig.
You've got to say it slowly and sexually.
You have to have background. You have to have that soundtrack.
Oh, she found it.
You found them.
Oh, wow.
I can't see anything.
1 second. Sorry, I'm gonna. I'll give you a second. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
You see him?
I do see him. Yeah. Boy.
Percy Pig mince pie. There we go.
Look at that.
Look at those. Oh, yeah.
Well, look at me, though.
Oh, you got a Christmas background.
That's amazing. Oh, how do I?
I might do a virtual Christmas pub crawl or something, you know, on Zoom. And then just have loads of different backgrounds and just change them periodically.
I had a perfect moment as well. Hold on.
I won't lie. I've already planned my Christmas arrangements.
Oh, you already planned it already?
I've done many in my head. I've already planned them.
Nice. I had to play this stuff big time.
Oh, mine's a Rise Festival.
I was just going to say that. Talk about Rise Festival. It's so funny when 1 second. Sorry, give me when before when we were arranging the tracks and all that. When Danny when I mentioned about us doing Wham last Christmas.
Oh yeah.
And he goes, "That's not good, mate. That's not a Christmas song." I went, "Daddy, it's a Christmas song. We're doing it.
It's called Last Christmas."
But he goes, "Mate, don't play that, mate. Don't play it. Don't play it." I went, "We're playing it." I said, "Daddy, they're gonna love it. Trust me, they're gonna love it." And then when we put it on, Last Christmas. Oh, sorry, not Last Christmas. Sorry, E17.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, E17. No, that is definitely
It's got Christmas bells through the whole song.
The whole song.
Exactly.
That's what he goes. Don't play E17, mate. They're not gonna like it. Trust me, they're gonna like it. Trust me. And then maybe
that was awesome. Have we got a recording of that anyway so I can listen to it after this podcast?
Yeah, I've got it on. Still got the videos actually on my phone. I put it on Instagram a while ago. Actually,
I need to. I feel like
they're great videos. Actually, it was great.
Yeah. Oh my god, that was so much fun though. And like to think that he goes, "Don't play that song." When they trust me, they're gonna love it. And then "Where'd you stay another day?" Everyone's just doing this.
Stay now.
Stay now.
They loved it.
Go away. It was so funny because when we were like 6 minutes again. Damn it! But I'll be quick. But I remember nothing Zoom. I remember when we were playing it, I saw Danny walk past in the front row with his camera like this. I mean, I caught eyes of him as well. I just started, I went, and he started laughing. There you go, Danny. That's why we played it. Literally, I saw loads of videos after in the crowd, everyone singing it back, saying, "Please do it next year. Please do it next year again." But it was just so much fun.
Can I ask a favour?
Yes.
Can you please, and I think we'll all agree you need to do this, organise a Christmas concert?
Yes, we're doing it. Yes, we're going to do it. Okay. You know what? I'm going to organise one for us to actually play and get together. So all of us get together, socially distanced, of course. Make it safe. All of us. I just want us to get in. You know what I'm going to wear? I'm going to wear something, either Christmas jumper or just as an elf or something red. I don't care. As long as we get together. Yeah. I want all of us to get together. Christmas bells, mince pies, you're big into salted caramel ones if you find them again.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring presents for everyone as well, just to chill us up. Just to chill us up.
Santa Giorgio.
Santa Giorgio. Because I spoke to one actually a guy, one of my many meetings that I've had for the orchestra actually this year. That's what Dementia was about, doing an online concert again. But maybe the concert Christmas one. But if we could just get together somehow and just do a few Christmas tracks together from last year, right? We've got the scores ready, all of us together.
Exactly.
And then we'll get together, and that'll bring so much joy to everyone. Because somehow just get together, somehow film it, and then wherever you can do like a live stream version of it. Whatever we want to do.
Say even live streaming it, I think would be amazing. And then people can maybe donate on the live stream, and that can go out to anyone that needs some money. And then maybe if there's a recording, they could also like get a copy of the recording if they want it as well.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's quite easy to administer really once you get it set up. So yeah.
You
definitely.
know what? That's perfect. Let's do that then. Okay, I love.
Just need to find a venue that will have us. I'm sure that won't be too.
Because I mean, the concerts haven't.
Yeah, concerts are now. It's work purposes, so you can. Yeah.
You can do it. Yeah.
Yeah. There's no restriction in terms of doing putting on an actual concert.
Not for pros to get together. Isn't it weird? Is it that it's iffy if it's amateurs or something?
Yeah, well, no, but still, even if it's, but I think for pros to get, there's no problem whatsoever. So yeah.
We're fine.
Yay! And you know what? With my podcast, I always have to finish on something really positive and happy like that. So that's a perfect ending. So you know what? We've got just under 4 minutes left. And before we go, I always like to say this as well, is I love all of you so much, and I miss you all so much, and we're going to get together miss you too, and we're going to get together very, 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 very soon. I promise. So we're going to work on a Christmas gig, make everyone happy, do what Kat says as well about the donations and so forth, release the video, and that'd be perfect. That'd be absolutely perfect. So I'll be in touch very, very soon then. Okay.
Definitely.
There we go. But honestly, thank you all so much for being part of the 50th episode of the podcast. Thank you. And we'll see each other very, very soon, okay? Peace out, everyone. Take care, everyone. By the way, Merry Christmas as well, just in case.
In case we don't actually.
I know. By the time it comes out, it'll be like next Christmas. But anyway, it doesn't matter. But you know what, guys? I love you all so much. And we'll catch up soon, okay? Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.